Welcome back in, guys. That's right, PALADEVIN, yo platinum paladin Pookie. It has been a wild 2023, and basically just about every gaming service has dropped a year in review. With it being the end of the year, guys, let's see how we did on our consoles. Oh, and on Steam. Alright, crew, well, we're gonna go ahead and just start with PlayStation, because why not, right? So let me go ahead and pull some of our ambient music volume of awesome down, and we are going to check out the 2023 PlayStation wrap-up. So we'll go ahead and do our sign-in thing, if it'll let us. Oh no. There it is. Took a second. Sometimes you just gotta click on it a bunch. There we are. Let's find out how we did, gang. Alright, the 2023 wrap-up. It's like we walked out with 51 games played on PlayStation. Resident Evil Director's Cut, baby, on PS5 was the first game we played in the year. That's what I'm talking about. That is to be expected, of course. Alright, let's move on. Let's see what else they did. There's a few fields up here. Okay. Here are your big hitters. Resident Evil 4 leading the charge. 108 hours for that platinum. And for separate ways, of course. Sea of Stars right behind it. Really happy about that. Of course, Dreamlights. And that this is the most me page ever. We got the new not the new Star Ocean, but Second Story, the remake. Incredibly awesome. That game was so cool. And then of course Legend of Dragoon, which we went on the journey together this year, guys, for the YouTube channel, getting that platinum. That was awesome. All right, let's see what we got next here, baby. Your gaming style, you are a thrill seeker. 18% of your game time on the edge of your seat, following your goal no matter the odds. Okay, we're thrill seekers. There you go. All right, you're in what you got up to month by month. So okay, wait, what? We can, oh guys, we can scroll. All right, January, Crisis Core, of course. February would have been when Dragoon dropped, or at least when we started. Resident Evil 4 in March, heck yeah. Resident Evil 4 again in April. Ooh, Final Fantasy 3 in May, finished up that platinum. All right. In June I played, is that 1 hour? Defending Residents. So there's a reason for that. In June, I usually am doing a lot of Xbox playing, so that makes sense. July, FF4. Oh, my boy Cecil, the real paladin down here. That's what I'm talking about. August, Dreamlight. Would have been Night Thornin. I got 1 trophy. Oh my god, Dreamlight. Oh, the grind is real. September, Sea of Stars, no surprise there. October, Sea of Stars, also no surprise. No, okay, this game, when it dropped, so excited. I was very happy to have beaten it. But yeah, that makes sense. November, and then December is the Life is Strange True Colors. Trying to finish out the year with something a little bit different. That's awesome. Honestly, like, that's a solid wrap up year in review. All right, let's move on. That's cool that it breaks it down by month. The Thrill Seeker. Okay, this is based off of your Thrill Seeker thing. Ooh, Dragon Quest Heroes, maybe. This year you played 700 hours. All right. You spent 64.43% of game time playing 19 games. It was like RE4 and Sea of Stars, and then yeah, a few others. 19 games on PS5 with 35% on 40 PS4 games. My favorite DualSense is a white one. Well, I've got 2 white ones and a red one. That's not really fair. Yeah, here we go, guys. We got 566 trophies, including 16 platinums. We went up 17 levels, guys. Woo! That is what I'm talking about. Oh my god. That makes me really happy, not gonna lie. Okay, let's see what's next. Your social style. I made 1 new friend this year. I don't do a lot of multiplayer, so I don't do a lot of friend ads. That's to be expected. And you earned 21 digital collectibles and 6,000 points. Ooh. The rewards thing. I knew that. I was just testing you. All right, that's a wrap. What a year. And then we got our cards. Awesome. All right, pretty strong year over on the PlayStation side, so let's jump over and see what we did on Xbox. Here we go. 2023 lifetime gamer score, of course, 220k, which we only just hit. Like, I have been very busy here in December over on Xbox, which explains why the Life is Strange one didn't have a lot of hours. Let's see. Total hours played 887. Yowza. 160 games played on Xbox. 33,000 gamer score, guys. 647 achievements. 40,000 reward points. And of course, the top gameplay month, like I said, has been so far here in December. And that's mostly because I have just been... I actually kind of made a list up to try to bolster completion percentage, trying to clean things up. Went back to Final Fantasy 13. I apologize for the yawn. Oh man, went back to FF13 and cleaned it up after years of being dogged by the Treasure Hunter trophy. I have it, or Treasure Hunter achievement rather. I have the achievement and the trophy. Yes. So you stack up. You're in the top 5% for hours played, top 5 for gamer score, and top 5 for achievements unlocked. All right, consistency. Number 1 most played game, Sea of Stars. I cannot emphasize this enough, you guys. Sea of Stars is amazing. It needs to be played at all times if you have a chance. Please play it. It's such a brilliant video game. Number 2, of course, Dreamlight. Number 3, what was I just talking about? Final Fantasy 13. Loaded up my save from, God, what was it, like 2011? Looked at my equipment. Turns out I had sold things. Don't hear what I'm not saying. But I hadn't sold the crucial things, so I was able to pick up the pieces. And yeah, it was so nice finally having Treasure Hunter, you guys. That's such a grind and an amazing game. Hope you had as much fun as we did. Now look at our 2023. Okay, so the year in review is a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller over on Xbox. That's all right though. There it is, man. We got a lot done. I'm hoping to get a lot more done using my nice new game tracker on Xbox and on PlayStation. So, woo! Let's take it. This is going to be a different dive because I'm not sure the numbers are going to be as big for the next few platforms we're going to check out. But let's jump to Nintendo Switch. All right, here we go. Let's get started with the year in review time. All right. I fully anticipate these numbers are going to be significantly lower. Oh, Strife 8159. I gotta update my handle, man. Gotta get the PALADEVIN over on Switch. Let's take it from the top. Okay. Let's see, you played 33 total games with 176 hours on Switch. I'm guessing these are just some of the thumbnails of what I played. Okay. The most played games this year, Nintendo 64 for NSO. That is going to be primarily Zelda Ocarina of Time we did for the YouTube channel. The 3-heart challenge. Oh, I love that game. And then, of course, Tears of the Kingdom. Final Fantasy VI. I like that FF6 is in here because this year was the first time I actually completed that game, ever. I had never played it in my life. And I decided, hey, if we're going to go for the completion, why don't we go for it on Switch? Check it out. That way we don't have to worry about trophies and I can get the story. So, very cool top 3. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, most played month was February on NSO. Oh, most played month was June for Tears of the Kingdom. And then, of course, we've got, in May, I pretty much non-stop played this game in May for Final Fantasy VI. Like, it's very cool. I understand the appeal. I get why people like it, that's for sure. Gaming trends, role-playing, no, that's not me, not at all. Adventure, classics, action, party, and shooting. Okay. You played the most in May with 41 hours played. Nice. And then, well, oh, it lets you vote. What was your favorite game? I mean, I have to, wherever I can vote for it. I have to vote for Sea of Stars. This game was brilliant. Like, and for a game like this to dethrone Resident Evil 4, it's incredible. Like, but you guys will get into that into more detail. Yeah, for the fun Game of the Year awards that are coming. They're coming, I promise. All right. Of course, you can download your stats. Very cool. And then that's it. That's it for Nintendo Switch. So we're going to look at one more. We're going to look at Steam here in a moment. All right, here we go. The year in review over on Steam. I don't anticipate this is going to be super heavy. I'm not going to lie. But it's definitely worth checking out. Here are a few of your highlights. We got 14 games played, 23 achievements unlocked, 67% with keyboard and mouse, and 30. That's a cool stat to have right there. With keyboard and mouse versus 33 with the controller. Most played game was Resident Evil 4. You know what? That actually, we did that for the channel and to prepare for remake. And we did it with that awesome HD texture mod, so that makes a world of sense. This was apparently Resident Evil 4 year for Steam, because then we have the remake, then we have the chainsaw demo. Resident Evil 4 was legit. Okay. How you stack against the rest of the community? Only 23, so I'm in the middle. Or yeah, I'm like kind of, well, I'm over the median here. I assume this is where I'm supposed to be. So a little bit over on the achievements, a little bit over on the, or a lot of it over on the games. Your longest streak was 3 days, so I hit the under on days. New releases. Oh, that just refreshed for some reason. Oh, never mind, I'm highlighting stuff. That's cool. The percentage of time you had in games that were past 7 years, new releases, and then 8 or more years ago, which is kind of where I live a little bit. This is cool. Action games. It's got a whole grid. I only got one badge. That's not great. Let's look at the top played games. Obviously, Resident Evil 4, January, February, and March were when we tore it up. And that makes a world of sense. Resident Evil 4 Remake came out in March, so we would have been getting ramped up and getting prepared. Got a lot of achievers, got a few left to get, but that's alright. And then Remake, yeah, dropped heavily in March, of course. And then in September, yep, that makes sense. The Chainsaw demo was just non-stop in March. Resident Evil 2, March, man. So it was Resident Evil March Madness, if you will, which is kind of fun. Like, alright. Resident Evil 3 also heavily done in March. Like, I was getting ready for Remake, obviously. January, oh, I love this. This is like, breaks down what you were playing. Oh, that's so cool. It's like I played a good bit of Final Fantasy X, 36% in June. And then more RE2, and then of course more RE4 in September. I clearly play a lot of Resident Evil on the PC. It makes sense. 33, yep, all of these are great with a controller. Now, I actually prefer RE2 and RE3 with the mouse and keyboard, but RE4 and Remake, they are controller games. Explore the games you played this year. What does this look like? Every Resident Evil, basically. Works for me. Thank you for being a part of the Steam community. Alright, cool. Oh, look, yeah, we got a few other of my homies who played, who did their year in review. Oh, and we have a 2022 year in review, which I did not even know Steam did last year, but it's kind of interesting. I might have to check it out at some point. All right, guys, that wraps it. We've looked at our year. Obviously, heavy PlayStation because I love my PS5. I love my PS4, but Xbox coming out of nowhere. Really, over the past month, I'm very pleased with that. I'd like to have 2024 have really all the big three going. I don't play as much on Steam as you saw, but I would love to get more mileage on the Switch or some games I want to play. Octopath Traveler, Bravely Default 2, for example. And then, of course, finish up Tears of the Kingdom. Hopefully 2024 brings Skyward Sword to the channel, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate you taking the time to join me in this year dive, the 2023 craziness. I hope you guys enjoyed checking out the stats as much as I did, and if you haven't yet, check out your stats. I want to know how you did, man. How'd you do achievement-wise? How'd you do trophy-wise? How many hours did you lock in? As always, guys, like I said, I appreciate you checking out the content, and you guys know what to do.